Namaskar. Hello students. I am Ajay from KK Works Art Commerce Science Computer Science College, Kaka Sahib Nagar. Let us see the SYBSc Computer Science Electronics Paper Second Microcontroller Architecture and Programming, Chapter number 4 Interfacing and Serial Communication. The serial communication using microcontroller. The external hardware interrupts. To make INT0 and INT1 edge trigger interrupts, we must program the bit of the TCON registers. The TCON register holds, among the other bits, the INT0, INT1 bits are determine the level and edge trigger modes of the hardware interrupts. To allow the data transfer between the computer and the 8051, the system without any error, we make sure that the baud rate of microcontroller 8051 system matches the baud rate of PC's serial communication port. The hyperterminal function supports the baud rate much higher than the list below. The personal computer has the baud rates from 110 to 19,200 as listed in the table. Here we see the example in which the crystal oscillator of 11.0592 MHz, then find the TH1 value needed to have the following data rates: 9600, 2400, 1200. If the crystal oscillator with a frequency 11.0592 MHz, then the machine cycle frequency will be 921.6 kilohertz and the machine cycle time interval will be 1.0859 microsecond. Then divide the machine cycle frequency 921.6 kilohertz by 32, we get 28,800 hertz frequency by UART timer 1 to set the baud rate. If we divide 28,800 by 3, we get 9,600, where minus 3 is FD in hex. If we divide 28,800 by 12, we get 2400, where minus 12 is F4 in hex. And if we divide 28,800 with 24, we get 1200, where minus 24 is E8. Here we see that we use a crystal oscillator frequency, then divide it by 12. The machine cycle frequency will be used by UART divided by 32, and we get the 28,800 hertz for timer 1. The table shows the baud rate and the value of higher timer 1 decimal and hex values. In such a way, we can decide the baud rate of microcontroller 8051 serial compute. Then a serial communication programming. The SBUF serial buffer register is 8-bit register used for a serial communication. It holds the data which to be transmitted or which to be received. For a byte of data transferred via a TXD line, it must place in a SBUF register. Similarly, the SBUF register holds the byte of data when it is received from 8051 RSD line. We can see in example move SBUF comma hash D, in which we see that the D is the data which is stored in the SBUF register. Then a serial communication programming, in which the serial control register is very important. The SCON register. SCON register is a 8-bit register used to program the start and stop the data bits of data transfer framing among the other things. It consists the bits TI, RI, RV8, TB8, REN, SM2, SM1, SM0. Here SM0 is a serial port mode specifier, SM1 is a serial port specifier, REN is set or clear by the software enable disable reception. Then TI is the transmit interrupt flag and RI is a receive interrupt flag. Here we see that the SM0 and SM1 determines the framing of the data by specifying the number of bits per characters and start and stop bits. If SM0 and SM1 are 0, 0, the serial mode 0. Then if it is 0, 1, then serial mode 1, in which the 8-bit data with one start bit and one stop bit. Then if SM0 is equal to 1, SM1 is equal to 0, then serial mode 2. And if SM0 is equal to 1, SM1 is equal to 1, then it is serial mode 3. In such a way, with the help of SM0 and SM1 bit, we can define the transmission mode of serial communication. Then REN, receive enable pin, it is a bit addressable register. So when it is high, it allows 8051 to receive the data on RxD pin. If it is low, then receiver is disabled. Then TI, that is transmit interrupt flag. When the 8051 finishes the transfer of 8-bit data or character, then RI will be rise or become high. Then RI or receive interrupt, when the 8051 receives the data serially via RxD, it get rid of the start and stop bits and place the byte or in the SBUF register. After the completion of the data reception, then RI flag will be raised. Now, the programming serial data transmitting transfer a character byte serially. The number of steps are listed below. First, step number 1, the T-mode register is loaded with the value 20H, indicating that the use of timer 1 in a mode 2, that is 8-bit auto reload, to set a baud rate. Then step number 2, the TH1 is loaded with the one value to set the baud rate for the serial data transfer. Then step number 2, the SCount register is loaded with the value 50H, indicating that the serial mode 1 where the 8-bit data is framed with start and stop bit. Then TR1 is set to 1 to start the timer 1. The TI is cleared by the CLRTI instruction. The character byte of 2B the character byte to be transferred serially is written into the SBUF register. The TI flag bit is monitored with the use of instruction JNB TI access to see if the character has been transferred completely. Then the last step, to transfer the next byte, go to the step number 5. In such a way, we can transmit a serial data through serial communication board. Here we see the example. Write a program 8051 to transfer the capital A serially at 4800 baud continuously. So first instruction, move tmode hash 20h, indicating timer 1 with motor operation. Move th1 hash -6, indicating 4800 baud rate. Move scon hash 50h, indicating mode 1 operation, that is 8-bit data with one start and one stop bit, and receive enable. Then set bit tr1 start timer 1. Then here the loop is created again to again. Move s buff comma hash a, indicating the capital A word transferred, which is stored in the SBUF register. Then to monitor the TI, here the loop is created, here to here, here JNB TI here. Then when the TI raise, then clear the TI, and then again jump to again. In such a way we can program for a given problem. There are similar programs for the serial communication in assembly language. Now, the importance of the TI flag. The step of the 8051 goes through in the transmitting character via TXD. The byte character to be transmitted is written into the SBUF register. The start bit is transferred. The 8-bit character is transferred on bit at the time the start bit is transferred. Then by monitoring the TI flag, we make sure that we are not overload the SBUF register. After the SBUF register is loaded with the new byte, the TI flag bit must be forced to 0 by instruction CLR-TI. By checking the TI flag bit, we know whether or not the 8051 is ready to transfer another byte. It must be noted that the TI flag bit is raised by the 8051 itself when it finishes the data transfer. It must be cleared by the programmer with instruction CLR-TI. If we write a byte into the SBUF register before the TI flag is raised, we risk the loss of the portion of the data transferred. The TI flag can be checked by the instruction JNB TI access using an interrupt. Now, the programming serial data reception or receiving. In programming the 8051 to receive the character byte serially, there are similar steps for the reception of data. Step number 1, the TMOD register is loaded with the value 20H indicating the user of the timer 1 in mode 2, that is 8-bit auto reload to set a baud rate. Then step number 2, the TH1 is loaded to set the baud rate. Then step number 3, the TCON register is loaded with the value 50H indicating that the serial mode 1 were decided or used, in which the 8-bit data is transmitted with start and stop bit. Then step number 4, the TR1 set to 1 to start the timer 1. Then step number 5, the RI is cleared by the CLR RI instruction. Then step number 6, the RI flag is monitored with the use of instruction JNB RI XX. Step number 7, when the RI is raised, the SBUF has the byte it contains are moved into the safe place. And the last step, to receive the next character, go to the step number 5. In such a way, we can receive a character serially in a 8051 using serial comport. Here we have example, write a program the 8051 to receive the byte of data serially and put them in a P1 port 1, set the baud rate 4800, 8-bit data and 1 stop bit. Then first instruction, move tmode 20H indicating timer 1 with mode to operation. Then move th1 hash -6 indicating 4800 baud rate will set. Then move scon hash 50H indicating the mode 1 operation in which the 8-bit data with 1 start bit and stop bit and receive enable. Then set with TR1 start the timer 1. Then monitor the TI RI flag with the help of instruction here JNB RI here. When the RI raise, then the content of the SBUF register is moved to the accumulator with the help of move a comma SBUF. Then the content of accumulator is given to the port 1 as per our problem, move P1 comma A and clear RI flag with the help of instruction CLR RI and SJMP here for the continuous reception. The importance of the RI flag in receiving bit via RxD bit, the 80 goes through the following steps. It receives the start bit, 8-bit character is received 1 bit at a time, the stop bit is received. Then by checking the RI flag bit when it is raised, we know that the character has been received and is sitting in the SBUF register. After the SBUF contents are copied into the safe place, the RI flag bit must be forced to 0 by instruction CLR RI. By checking the RI flag, we know whether or not the 8051 receives the byte of character. If we fail the copy SBUF into the safe place, we risk the loss of the received byte. We must note that the RI flag bit raised by the 8051 when it is received the data. It must be clear that by the programmer with instruction CLR RI. If we copy the SBUF into the safe place before the RI flag is raised, we risk copy the bar gauge. The RI bit can be checked by instruction JNB RI access using an interrupt. Similarly, the baud rate can be doubled with the help of instruction PCON register. There are two ways to increase the baud rate of the data rate: to use the higher frequency crystal or to change the bit in the PCON register. In such a way, we can double the baud rate or increase the baud rate of serial communication. The PCON register is a 8-bit register. When the 8051 is powered up, the S mode is 0. We can set it high by a software and thereby double the baud rate. So when the S mode bit is logic 1, then the baud rate will be double, and if S mode is 0, then the baud rate will be single word. Here are the steps of doubling the baud rates. We can see that the block diagram and the tables regarding to the doubling the baud rates. Here are some examples in a C language for receiving and transmitting the data using serial COM port. Thank you very much to listening me and watching my video. Stay home, stay safe. Have a nice day.